Wait. Hold up. I gave you guys a choice of 3 cars last episode, and this is what you guys waited for? The Viper was right there! Right there! The F100! Come on, guys! It looks like a hill together with bobby pins and pidget poo. Yeah, this goes on for a while. We should probably skip forward. I shaved my face for this. You make me do this. I'm ridiculous. It's your fault. How am I make a race car out of this? We'll get the story started. You'll see it in the race car. Well, I'm gonna have a good old go at it anyway. So screw all those who'd voted just for a joke. You did this. I'm gonna do it. I'm making an Austin 7 into a race car. The Austin 7 was introduced in 1922 by Herbert Austin and designed in partnership with his 17-year-old protege, Stanley Edge. It was Britain's answer to the Tin Lizzie, or the Model T Ford as it's most commonly known, which had already experienced massive success 15 years prior. It was also built relatively locally, just an hour away from Leicester, in Longsbridge, Birmingham. This particular model was in production for 15 years until the Second World War broke out in 1939. In 1920, if you wanted your own combustion engine, your choices were limited at best. You could either pursue a bulkier, mass-produced, bank-bustingly expensive motor car from overseas, or you'd have to settle for a loud and uncomfortable motorcycle and sidecar combo. Herbert Austin wanted to solve this problem by manufacturing a practical car that was compact, yet economical for middle to upper middle class professionals to afford. He was also pressed to come up with something pretty sharpish as the threat of company bankruptcy in the wake of the Great War was ever looming in the background. In 1922, Austin's Motor for Millions was released to the public for around £250, or about $7,000 in today's money, with later models becoming even more affordable. Out of the original run of 300,000 models, only 2,300 remain today. But only one of them will be getting the Fixerupper treatment. We'll start by swapping out the scrawny engine for a repurposed motorbike motor that'll instantly add 186 horses to this century-old car. Turning our attention to the wheels, we'll add super grippy studded snow tyres. Later we'll return to increase the size of the front rims from 19 to 21 inches. Following that up, we're improving the stability with some metal beam barbs, racing brakes and suspension. Finally, the Austin 7's acceleration is increased by incorporating a racing clutch, carbon fibre drive shaft, and a fully customisable racing transmission. Moving on to the visuals, we start by adding a vintage racing badge to the doors on either side. This is a really simple vinyl to add. Just paste a black circle over the door, stamp it and shrink it down slightly, and swap it out for a lighter colour to add an easy border. I'll let you tell me down in the comments why you think I've picked this particular number for the Austin. Let's slap a bumper sticker sized badge onto the back as well to add a point of interest. For an extra bit of flourish, we're going to add some wings either side of the badge. These are made from 5 long white rectangles of descending lengths, capped off by a squashed Trivial Pursuit segment. Yep, that's their official name now, don't at me. Grip up all the strips, cut and insert before the badge vinyl we just made. This should send them behind the numbers and hide the connective tissue. Simply copy this onto the other side to match. Next, we're heading over to the paint shop. When you see this little plus symbol in the bottom right hand corner, it means that certain parts of the bodywork can be coloured independently of the rest. It's a really clever feature and one we'll be using today. Selecting Paint Group 1 will colour every body panel, bar the soft top, wheel guards and side skirt. We're going to go for a military grey for this build. Paint Group 2 will recolour the wheel guards and side skirt. This shiny metal shade adds a bit of glamour to the vehicle. The hood handles are changed to match the guards. The main concept for the hood is for it to look like a turn-of-the-century broadsheet newspaper. This shade of beige will be perfect in achieving this. With those designs applied, we'll need to move over to the Group Design Editor for the next part. A quick way of applying words and phrases without going through the menu screen 16 times is by pasting the first letter, then using the stamp feature to copy and paste that character as many times as is needed. By selecting the second letter and picking Change Vinyl Shape, we can switch letters and complete our phrase. That's the first decal done, just need to group it together, save it and move on to the next one. I'm going to let this one play on without too much interruption, but I changed this one up with lowercase text and adding a border to give it that classified ad feel. For this next decal, I swapped out the Wild West Brown for a more charcoal tint. There wasn't a great deal of coloured inks in the 1920s, so I'm keeping the paint palette quite muted here. I use this demonic fire design to attach to a company badge. Add a snappy tagline to finish off. For this last custom decal, let's start with an asymmetrical halo vinyl. We're going to need 2 of these to form the top and bottom rim of the glass, making sure that the top is slightly wider than the bottom. By using a gradient strip as opposed to a flat vinyl, a more translucent line was created. With the outline of the glass done, it's time to add the text. I fiddle around a lot here with the text placement until I settle on the best fit within the glass. Stamping the halo shape again, we're bringing it up to form the top edge of the whiskey. Make sure that the halo just brushes the edge of the glass without intersecting them. This will give us an illusion as to how thick the glass walls are. We'll need to make the liquid, actually look half full, so we're filling this with the brown trapezium. Next, we're adding these curved right angle triangles to fill in the corners. Take care to preserve an untouched curve between the trapezium and the top rim to act as a subtle reflection. Once I was happy with the placement, I simply copy and pasted the shapes, flipped them, and then used them to block out the bottom corners as well. And again, remembering to leave a thin border at the lower edge. Once grouped, cut and insert the custom shape just before the white text to properly fill in the space. After yet more text adjustment, it's time to fill in the ovals of whiskey either side. By selecting a lighter shade here, it helps make the liquid in the glass look less flat. And with that, this decal is finished. Let's move on to the placement. The broadsheet hood needs a headline. This one will be perfect. Next, we need a large, intrusive advert to distract the eye. Ooh, look, whiskey! You know what this newspaper needs? A nice, tasteful article. An attention-grabbing abstract piece for longer investigative reports. Space-wasting classifieds. And of course, a human interest story. That's the front page done. For the remaining 2 pages, I reused the same decals as before, but shuffled them around for variety. All jokes aside, I've really enjoyed working on the Austin, so thank you to all those that voted for it. It challenged me to think outside my usual comfort zone, and I think it's really paid off here. If you, like me, have loved this episode too, then why not slap on a like and smack that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll continue to make more of these. There's no poll this time round, but if you have a great idea for what you think would make a cool fixer-upper, feel free to add it in the comment section down below. Bye everyone! Wait, hold up. I forgot to mention we now have a Forza Horizon 4 club. If you want to join in future off-stream or video convoys and races, then don't forget to add Defending the Game fans or search for DTGF. That's DTGF. And I hope to see you in Edinburgh. Alright, sorry for the interruptions. On with the race.